Hello, everyone. Steve Siebel back with PublicSpeakersBlog.com. You know, I get people, speakers, people that want to be professional speakers, calling our office every day. We get about 3,000 calls a year from people who say, I really want to break into the professional speaking business. It's my dream. I lay awake at night dreaming of being in this business. I actually get people come to me all the time and say, you know what, Steve, here's what I want. You talk about mental toughness. You have to know what you want from your life, which most personal development programs talk about, right? Because it's a really good question. Here's what they say. They say, I want to be you. And I say, well, that's a little scary. And they say, no, I want to be a speaker. I want to go out there and I want to talk to audiences. I want to write books. I want to be in the media. And I want to make a difference in people's lives doing what you do. How do I do it? And I say, watch the Public Speakers blog. And I tell them to go to the Bill Gove Speech Workshop and join, if you qualify, join the $1 Million Speakers Club. And I give them lots of recommendations. Well, a few years ago, we decided to try to help people take it to the next level, because if you dissect the professional speaking industry, there are lots of programs. There's lots of programs out there who you can license people's programs. There's probably a good 3 or 4 that I know that some famous speakers, very successful speakers, you can license their program and become qualified licensees and that type of thing. And those are good programs and they have good content and that type of thing. And we started doing that several years ago with people. And what we found was it worked very well, but it wasn't perfect. It wasn't really what I wanted, because there was a missing element to the program. And it's a missing element to all the other programs out there in the industry. And the missing element is that this business, like any business, has to be sold. It's one thing to get up there and talk to an audience, but who puts the people in the room for the speaker? Let me tell you who does it. The speaker does it, okay? So you have to know how to market and sell your business, yourself. You're really the product as a professional speaker. So I sat down with our director of licensing, Dr. Alok Trivedi, and we were in South America, as a matter of fact, and we said, what else can we do to help people become more successful? Because it's one thing to have content. It's one thing to say, I represent this author or this speaker's books or program or whatever it is, and it's all great stuff. But if you're not that speaker and you're not selling it, no one's buying it. So there's a missing link. So we sat down in South America a few years ago and we said, you know what we have to do? We have to sell this for people. We have to not only sell this program for people, but we've got to bring them on stage with us and show them literally right in front of a live paying audience how to do this. Because if we don't, they won't succeed. And that's why so many people license information, intellectual property, they call it in our business. They do it all the time for really good speakers, as I mentioned, with really good content, but they very rarely make any money. They very rarely break into the business because they don't know how to sell it. And then once they're up on stage, they don't know how to do it to the level it takes to get the kind of fees that they want to earn. Well, we took all that away. We're actually selling for every licensee we have. We do the sales calls with the licensee for the content. We bring them on stage, actually in front of a live paying audience, and do this. And if you can get that kind of mentorship, you have a real chance, a serious chance to make it in this business, a real chance, not just getting someone's content. That's not enough, because that's what we used to do. We thought that would be enough. It's not enough. And that's why you don't hear a lot of speakers breaking into the business simply because they've licensed someone's books, the intellectual property in their books or in their seminar or anything else. You have to learn how to sell this. You have to learn how to do this at a high-paying, fee-paying level. And that's what we're going to do for you. So we have a program called the Speaker's Apprentice Program. We get about 400 or so people that apply every time we do this. We only accept a little over a handful of people to really do it. But if it's something that you want to do, if you really have this dream, if this is just kind of a fun thing for you, or you're on this blog and you're picking up some speaking tips because you're an executive or a doctor or attorney or something like that, this is not for you. But if you're someone who lays awake at night like I used to do, dreaming about changing, people's lives and impacting people around the globe, being on TV, writing books, being in, the press all the time, and really being engaged and getting your words out to people on a major, massive scale, this may be the greatest opportunity that you ever get. I had an apprenticeship with Bill Gove, the father of professional speaking, and I will tell you in all direct candor that if it wasn't for that apprenticeship, I would not be standing here or on any stage anywhere, or writing books or doing media and press and all that kind of stuff. It would not. I'd love to tell you I was that good. But this business is very difficult. And most of the people that make it, almost all the top speakers that make it, were mentored by a top speaker. They held their hand and they walked them down the path. And that's what happened to me. And that's what we want to do. Excuse me. That's what we want to do for you. We want to help you achieve your dream if this is the dream you have. If it is, go to speakersapprentice.com, www.speakersapprentice.com. It's a 42-minute video, so make sure you don't watch it at work so you don't want to get fired or anything like that. Okay, 42-minute video. Watch the video, and if it resonates with you, apply for the program. Our director of licensing will contact you for an interview. I can't guarantee you're going to get in. I hope you do. I wish you the best. I can't guarantee it because we only accept a small number of people, but apply and do an interview and see how you do. And I would love to have you in this if it makes sense and you pass the interview. And the training will be August 19th to the 23rd in Atlanta. So you have to be able to make the training August 19th to the 23rd. And so it's something to think about. Watch the video if this is your dream. Apply and we'll take it from there. Okay. Thanks for watching thepublicspeakersblog.com. I'm Steve Siebold.